Hey, it's Jahara. Welcome back to my channel. So I'm going to be filming a little bit more for right now. This channel I really only film when there's um something I believe in, something for my activism. But there's a lot going on right now, and I've been meaning to film a few videos, but a lot's been going on last week and stuff, so I haven't had time. But I want to start filming and talk about the bogus stuff going on in the world and how they're going backwards. There's several um, things, and I'm going to make several videos for them. I'm going to separate them because all the laws that's going on in southern states right now, especially Florida. I'm so glad I got out of Florida. I did not grow up there, but I grew up where I live now. Um, but we moved there when I was 13, and then I came back here when I was 19 and moved in with my dad because he had moved back here because he hated Florida too. So we knew that Florida was crap before anyone else. I always hated Florida. I do not even know why. Besides the heat, because I get hot really easily. Um, I didn't really know why I ate in Florida. I think a lot of times people were just meaner there than in Illinois and stuff. And now I've turned out to be right because look at what Florida's doing now. But for this video, I'm going to talk about um, trans rights. Um, I'm not trans, but I believe in trans people, and everything going on is not okay, not in the slightest. And I thought I will start by talking about what is going on with trans people because right now it seems like those are the main laws being passed. There's like some for other LGBTQ areas. There's some for anti-black and even an anti kind of a anti-woman one. But I'll get onto all those in future videos. Like I said, I'll be updating more on this channel for right now until I get all these stuff, until I rant about all these horrible stuff and say why this is wrong. Cause there's a lot. But there's just so many trans laws going on right now that's just so wrong. So wrong, I don't even know where to start. I mean, and it's all in southern states too. Um, there's detransition laws where trans people are being forced to detransition. I don't know if it's adults and people who are under 18, but I know for a fact that people under 18. I'm not sure if it's happening with adults as well. Um, but either way, it's wrong on both accounts. Um, I know they're taking away gender affirming care. Doctors are allowed to not treat not just trans but everyone in the LGBTQ area if they do not believe with their quote unquote lifestyle, because it's definitely a lifestyle. It's not like it's who we are or something. Um, and they are allowed to take away children from homes um, if they even just suspect that there's anyone in the family who is having gender affirming care, even if it's not happening to the child they're taken away. If anyone is getting gender affirming care, the child can be taken away, which is bogus, beyond bogus. I mean, it would be bogus even if it was because the child's doing it, but it's even more bogus because the child's not doing it, but they can still take it away because they suspect someone in the family is doing it. What the actual heck? And trans people are not yet allowed to use the restroom in public places. I mean, they can't use the restroom for their for the gender they were born in because um they could get bullied and stuff, and then they can't do it for because and they aren't that gender, and but they can't because they can't use the restrooms of their gender who they are inside because they it's just bogus. And I saw this video somebody took. I saw it on TikTok. I've been learning a lot of this stuff from TikTok because I follow a lot of activists apparently now. um, but it was of this she wasn't even trans. She mentioned it several times that she is a girl, she was born a girl, and she is a girl. But she's a lesbian and she's more butch. So they um thought that she was a man like dressed as a girl, or I don't know how their minds see trans people, because I don't know what's going on in their minds. But so they called the cops because they would not let her in the restroom. And the cops were saying how she needed to go. And she was like, I'm a girl. And I think if I remember correctly at the end of the video, the cop even ended up pushing her up against the wall. And it's bogus because trans people deserve rights, just like any human, because trans people are human. They are real and they are valid. Okay? Um, you, if, I guess I just don't get it. Uh, how you can just see somebody and have all this prejudice against them. You can just not believe that somebody is valid if that who they are. I mean, if you don't want to be around trans people, then don't be around trans people, but don't take away trans people's rights because they deserve rights as much as anyone. And the fact that there are all these anti-trans laws right now, trans people can't get gender affirming care. It can be, I think it can be illegal if doctors do keep doing it. I might be wrong on that aspect, just saying. But so, and there are literally people fleeing the states for their lives. I saw this whole thing um, for going on TikTok. Someone is starting a trans underground railroad to get trans people to safety, to safer towns or states or whatever. And they were asking if anybody can give them a let them stay, or even if it's just for a night passing through. I messaged and it was like, I can let a trans person stay if they need it, because it's sad that they have to run away and hide and just try to get to safety, because where they are should be safety. It should be safe, and they shouldn't have to fear for their lives. Um, and southern states are doing this all over for all members of LGBTQ. I mean, it's dangerous to go to Florida if you're a member of the community at all at this point, but especially for trans people. But it's gonna get worse for the other parts of the community too, unless they stop it now. And there's nothing wrong with being trans. It's who you are, and you're you're it's, just because you're born one gender doesn't mean that's who you should be. It doesn't mean that's who you are. And I guess I don't get how people can not understand that. Like, how you can just actually be against people trying to be who they are. And we should all be proud of every trans person out there being who they are despite the world that we live in, because they should be proud of who they are, and they shouldn't have to fear for their lives or be afraid or any of it. And it's just so bogus, and I can't even express how angry it has made me. Like, all these things I keep seeing about the community and everything, and they're really trying to take us back. And trans people deserve their rights. Trans people deserve to go to the restroom, and the restroom that they need to be, the restroom for the gender they are inside. And they deserve gender affirming care so that they can be who they are. Because how would any of you feel if you couldn't be who you are, if you had to fear for your life because people didn't understand you? Um, and how And trans people deserve the care they need to be who they are. They deserve the restrooms they need. They deserve not to have to be afraid to walk down the streets or um, to go somewhere uh, because of who they are. And it's really messed up, and it it angers me like so much. Like, trans people have rights and they deserve to be heard. They deserve to be who they are without judgment or fear or anything, because being trans is not a bad thing, it's not a sin, it's not a crime. It's a beautiful thing. It's beautiful how they can just be who they are. And I guess I just don't get how people cannot see that. And if you're trans, you should be able to do what you need to do to be who you are. So if you're born in the wrong body, you should be able to do what you need to do to be in the right body, so that on the outside you can feel how you do on the inside, and you can finally be yourself without shame, without fear, without any of it. And because it's not bad to be trans, and it's not harmful or hurtful or scary or sad or anything. It's beautiful. It's beautiful. And it just baffles me that people don't get it. Because trans people are amazing. They are human, and they deserve all the love and support and all the care and all the rights that everybody else deserves. They are not lesser than. They are just amazing, and I'm here to fight for everyone in the community, trans people included, because they deserve rights. We all do. With no matter if you're trans or non-binary or lesbian, gay, bisexual, pansexual, um, ace, arrow, you deserve all the love in the world. So uh, I'm gonna help trans people find their voices, and I'm going to fight for them because they deserve it. Please like and subscribe. That is all. Please like and subscribe and comment. If you are with me, if you think trans people deserve all the love and support. And I'll talk to you guys next time.